Hey guys, Kevin Cage back with another video regarding Ripple, XRP, and some news for the next coming days, if not next week, regarding SBI VC, SBI Virtual Currencies Exchange launching and going live utilizing XRP. And there's tons and tons of speculation that this will begin to finally see XRP in terms of price appreciation start growing steadily. There's a lot of hype surrounded about this, so I just want to preface with please, please, please always do your own research. There is not a single person that knows exactly how the price of XRP will be influenced when we begin linking and connecting with all the gateways and put true volume in this asset. It is anybody's guess. However, as we know, we need a high value to transfer high value. So with that, guys, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into the news. So first things first, this is a historical snapshot of when XRP was, closing in on its all-time high of like $3.84, depending on what exchange or the averages that you were looking at. So sometimes I just say $3 to $4 for simplicity. But as you can see, January 7th on CoinMarketCap, and I know some of you don't like CoinMarketCap because of how it keeps track of market cap and circulating supply, but oh well. So right here we can see XRP $3.38, and the volume, the 24-hour trade volume, was 2.3, almost $2.4 billion. So we've already passed this amount of volume recently in terms of trade volume. And if you look now at today's bloody pricing and everything is down big time, we're below 30 cents at the time of recording this, and the trade volume is 1.3 billion. So there's a lot to go on. Now, what I'm curious about is what was XRP's trade volume when we almost hit $4, when we were well over $3.50? Was it, I've seen figures from, 6 billion to 8 billion in terms of trade volume. I know we had the Korean exchanges as well, so that also helped influence and jump the pricing before that was taken down from CoinMarketCap, and then we saw that massive correction and tons of FOMO in the market. But is it really going to take that same amount? So right here, another thing I want to cover is the Bitcoin dominance that's changed. So we have Bitcoin at, say, 16,500 and XRP at $3.38. And look at the market cap difference, 130 billion, 276 billion. So right there, that is approximately, XRP is approximately almost half. It's about 47.5% of Bitcoin's entire market cap. So that's a pretty large dominance that XRP was able to get during this speculation bull run, no utility whatsoever, just people pumping the market. Today, we see a very big difference. We see XRP at a mere 12.5 billion, and Bitcoin, its dominance is higher than ever at almost 173 billion. So if we look at that, really XRP is only about 7.2% of Bitcoin's current market cap. That is very small. So what we're saying, and there's a lot of speculation, is when utility kicks in, or at least a little more utility combined with the speculative bull run, are we going to see double the price of all-time high? Or are we going to see XRP be able to reach maybe $8 to $10? A lot of analysts are saying that, and again, TA doesn't mean everything, but it does make you often wonder, because to me, it's a given that we will surpass all-time high, especially with all of the great news that's been coming out the past 2 years. And for those of you that, have been holding that long, good for you. Again, I think, if we're going to see $8 to $10, will we need to see double what we've seen in the past? Do we need to see $12 to $16 billion? And as price increases, it's going to create higher pressure towards that upside. More institutions will likely jump on board, or at least utilize XRP for more and more settlement, since more value can then be transferred as pricing increases. But it's anybody's guess. We're definitely going to see this, but what will be next? And I'm not sure. I want to stay away from price predictions and hype, and I want to encourage those that have been invested since that last bull run, or even the newcomers, to stay on board. And again, as long as you're investing, nothing more than you're, willing to lose, you should be good to go. Step away from the news for a while, relax, get some sleep. But again, I think that this bull run is going to be massive. We all know that price with market capitalization is a whole new monster. And when it does flip the switch for this SBI VC, I'm really hoping that we do see, some price appreciation. I hope that XRP does not stay at 30 cents for much longer, because frankly, I'm bored. I'm very bored with the price action. And I've never been more bullish, but at this time, we are still just building the infrastructure. We have all the bureaucracy and the governments and regulations around the world. And I understand this can be a long-term hold, but just like you guys, I'm getting impatient. All right. And another thing I want to point out is you can see the volume here today, 24, let's just say almost 24 billion. Look at Tether. Pretty close. This is all a fake pump. Tether keeps pumping millions and millions of more coins just out of thin air. I am staying far away from USDT. I do not want to trade into it or anything. It just seems very scary. And if you look at, Bitcoin's volume back then, it was 15, and it was well over, coming back down. I know we, that hit that 20K going up as well. But when we go to Tether, we're going to have Tether on this right here. Look at the volume. The supply was a lot smaller too. Let's just say 1.5. And today, supply. Look at that. Pretty big difference. So this is a fake pump. This is just another bull trap. This, the recent green candles we've been seeing for the past month or so. And of course, a market that's not regulated is going to be very, very full of manipulation, AI trading bots, you name it. So it's anybody's guess. But let's talk about SBI VC. So SBI virtual currencies shared by Crypto-Boom. Anybody else notice that the Ripple website is already advertising this, which was good to see. On Ripple.com, we can see that they're talking about it. And according to all the other sources in Japan, SBI VC will be going live this month. So as we move on here with shared by Lionel, this was on the 13th, but he was actually saying Monday the 15th is the bank holiday. So if it's not the 16th, which is already passed in Japan, he's predicting Monday the 22nd going live for SBI. As we can see here, dear regarding your inquiry, SBI VC trades crypto asset over the counter. Trading service is currently available for XRP, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. The exchange service is planned to be launched this July. And so we are still patiently waiting, and I believe that we're finally going to see some good news coming out. As you can see, regulators almost within 1 week, everybody's been talking about it, and they're not addressing XRP. They're talking about Libra. They're talking about Bitcoin. And of course, all the market is going down. I think we're going to see some incredible upside in the near future. Next up, Crypto Penny CO. So for years now, the Bank of International Settlements, International Monetary Fund, G20, BRICS, and the Financial Stability Board, FSB, have all been working together on developing the best alternative to the role of the US dollar as the primary reserve asset used in the global monetary system. Got the article right here if you guys want to check this out later. I retweet all of this on my Twitter. And again, I just want to go over this. It is inevitable that each nation's central bank will develop their own ledgers and hold other cryptos in what is now called the foreign exchange reserve accounts. Does China want to exchange the crypto renminbi for crypto USD? Or it will do so through using XRP as the exchange asset. The Federal Reserve wants to hold Bitcoin in its own foreign exchange reserve account. It will have to exchange using USD for Bitcoin first by using XRP as the exchange asset. So even if Bitcoin does remain the store of value, that's fine. That is not XRP's goal. XRP is going to be used for bridging different protocols and being the bridge asset of the world and having high scalability and high TPS. So XRP will be the bridge asset which serves to connect all assets and ledgers through the ILP, the Interledger Protocol. The unpopular truth, which most do not see during this early time of adoption, is the total dominance which XRP will attain in the future. With payment apps and a whole new micropayment industry emerging, there will come a time when needing anything other than XRP will be forgotten. Shush, don't tell the crown beast. So important, and thank you for the share there. Next up, Iran Nooner. I'm indifferent about this guy, but this is a very good point. Governments will support Bitcoin and all other cryptocurrencies as soon as they work out how they can manipulate it like they do with gold, silver, and their own currencies. They're trying to discover a way where they can get a slice of the pie. Everybody, the whole world is just run by individuals and everybody wants a piece. You can blame the government, you can blame different organizations, but at the end of the day, They're all just made up of people just like you and I. And things take time. All right, shared by BitBoy at BitBoy_hodl. This has honestly been the most exciting week for cryptocurrency I can remember. Our government sees crypto as a national security threat. It's working, guys. We aren't crazy. And they're addressing that, which is huge. Another thing shared by Iron Halo. After the events of today, anyone not holding some XRP has committed future financial sabotage to themselves. Don't be the guy, girl, who had the opportunity to buy Google, Apple stocks at the bottom and never did. And for those of you that doubt, that is completely fine. I just want a legitimate reason in the comment section. I've been receiving tons of negativity because you're all just basing it off the price. And I want to base XRP off of the utility and partnerships right now. And the price will reflect that in the future. So just please remember that. And you know what? In whatever, a month or a couple of years from now, you can come back and realize that I'm still making these videos to spread the knowledge because this is correct. Shared by the Rippening, countries will allow digital assets that will work to improve the efficiency of the current system, not those digital assets working to usurp the current system and the national currencies therein. XRP holders have known this. Others will realize this soon. Great point. And again, there's going to be plenty of other digital assets that survive and thrive, but XRP to me has the highest chance of not only being around for years to come, but the highest return at the end of the day. Maybe in the beginning, these other altcoins will multiply 10x while XRP stays the same, and you can dump those profits into XRP. That's great, but I'm just not willing to risk that right now. So my primary holding is XRP, and it's been that way for a very, very long time, and I'm only growing more confident by the day. So guys, hopefully that was interesting. I'm very excited to see what happens with SBI VC. It is now on the Ripple website. Today is the 16th, so will we see something on the 22nd? I don't believe that the bank will wait for the last week of the month, towards the 29th, one of the last days of the month of July. That's highly unlikely for professional institutions to do something like that. And if SBI VC does go live, are we going to see a price difference? Please explain. Please let me know if you guys have any other sources regarding XRP's past history in terms of volume, trade, any type of correlation that you can see to help us try to predict what the future may bring. I wholeheartedly believe that we will see a $10 XRP in the near future. And we've, been in this crypto winter, this bull market for a very long time. So with that, guys, XRP is just continuing to coil up, and like a rubber band, the further you pull back, the higher it will go. So with that, guys, hopefully you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.